If you need Pokemon TCG codes, make sure you stop by Town Store. They have automatic email delivery of all the code cards, and they have a really nice variety of stock of all the latest Sun and Moon sets along with all the promo cards. And make sure you use Tablemon code when you're checking out to get an extra 5% off. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for being here. The Road to TCG Worlds 2019 is actually about to be over, right? In today's Saturday, in exactly 1 week, I will be playing in day 2 of the World Championships. That is pretty exciting. I had not realized that we are very close to closing out another very awesome, very successful Road to Worlds year. And of course, right after Worlds, we will begin our Road to Worlds 2020. Dylan, what is my top pick for post-rotation standard? Well, it's hard to pinpoint just one deck. My favorite deck to play though is Mew UNB because of how versatile it is. But my top pick, I think the top decks are definitely between Porygon and Malamar. I think those two are the most reliable, the most consistent, and the overall most powerful options. However, that doesn't stop us from trying out these cool things such as Whimsicott Porygon-Z. If you guys watched my Dark Toolbox video on this deck, versus this deck rather, you saw us get completely destroyed by amazing setups from Joe Bernard and also some good coin flips. So, Dylan, no worries. So we do have Whimsicott-GX with its ability Fluffy Cotton. Apparently this is the Fluffy week because we have Fluffy Cotton and earlier we had Mareep with Fluffy Pillow. Fluffy Cotton, if any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, you flip a coin, and if heads, you prevent that damage. So it's a pretty good ability. It's a 50-50 every single time your opponent attacks in order to prevent the damage. I feel like this would be a little bit more balanced if it was damage from GXs or EXs only rather than all damage, but hey, if you want to go for the coin flips, so be it. And hello Maddock, thanks so much for being here. Energy Blow does 10 damage plus 30 more for each energy attached to Whimsicott-GX, so nothing too surprising. However, combined with Porygon-Z and Recycle Energy, it will be pretty powerful, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, the GX attack, Toybox GX, is also pretty nice. It's basically the same as Metagross's GX attack. We search your deck for up to 5 cards, and then we put them into our hand, and then we shuffle our deck. So basically, we get to choose any set of cards we're missing, any extra things we might need. Sputix, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por los buenos deseos. So we have Porygon-Z, which with its ability Initialize. Oh, that's not the right Porygon-Z. Clearly, I have not played any games with this deck. I don't think it's a serious contender for Worlds. Therefore, I didn't even realize that I had the wrong Porygon-Z. So, Porygon-Z with its ability Crazy Code, as often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may attach a special energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So we can attach as many triple energies as we want, as many recycle energies as we want, and as many unit energies as we want. Now, Tantrum, this Pokemon is now confused, not the best attack, but our intention is not ever to attack with Porygon. Recycle Energy is very nice because it only provides one colorless, that is fine, that's all we need it to provide. And if this card is discarded from play, you put it into your hand instead of the discard pile. So that's really cool because you get back the energy when a Whimsicott-GX finally gets KO'd, and then with Crazy Code you are able to just repower up a Whimsicott very quickly. Now we do have Ditto, we do have the other Whimsicott in order to help us search for certain piece like a Rare Candy or something with its ability Prowl. When you evolve, you may search your deck for a card, so that's a little bit of extra consistency. And then we have the Mew as well to protect our bench, along with the Dedenne to help with setting up. This deck's biggest issue is definitely setting up. Now, support-wise, we have 4 Professor Elms to search for our basics, 4 Cynthia to get some shuffle draw, 2 Erikas to get some straight draw, and then a Diantha to recover potentially triple energies, potentially any Fairy Charms that we might have lost, but basically anything that we might need. 4 communication are essential in order to find the right Pokemon at the right time, especially Porygons. We also have double Rare Candy because we're only really gonna need 1 Porygon, and since there's no more Guzma in the format, costing effects are not as easy to come by for opponents as they used to be. Triple Pokégear to find those supporters, double Viridian Forest to find the energies, triple Cherish Balls to find the Dedenne, but also Whimsicott, and then we have the 1 of Fairy Charm Lightning, 1 of Fairy Charm Ability, and 1 of Fairy Charm Ultra Beast to further make it hard for our opponents to deal any damage to us whatsoever. For triple acceleration, it's essentially a plus 90 bonus damage for Whimsicott. For Recycle Energy, it's always base damage, 130 for Whimsicott, and then we have the Fairy Energies to cover the attack cost. So make sure to save here, make sure to save, and then let's jump into a ladder to see if we could, well actually you know what, if any of you guys in chat want to play with me with new format and want to play against this deck, I'm happy to take challenges. Dylan, you played a guy in a cup who was playing this and you bit him and he was so salty and complained about the flips. Yeah, that's very silly because when you choose to play this sort of deck, you have to know that sometimes you'll flip good, sometimes you'll flip bad, and most of the time you'll flip average. Hola, Coel Panda, muchas gracias por estar por aquí, todo bien, ¿y tú? Well, Philly, what do I think about Guardian for post-rotation? I think it's pretty decent. I feel like it's lacking a bit in speed, but it's actually one of the decks that I will be featuring today. And I don't know, unless you're Joe, then it sets up every time. That is true. So yeah, Dylan, like when you're playing a lock-based deck and then you get angry that lock didn't go your way, then it's like, hard to justify such an attitude. Hola, realgames.ca, thank you so much for being here. And by the way, guys, I have been giving out a lot of codes thanks to our sponsor, Poton Store. Yeah, there's currently a giveaway going on Instagram for another Reshizard PCGO code. And throughout the stream, I should be randomly, whenever I remember, I should be randomly pasting or typing out codes for Unified Minds packs, over in chat, so that you guys are aware, and I guess whoever has the fastest copy paste of chat will be able to get some of these packs. There might be a Naganadel GX promo code hidden in there somewhere as well. Okay. I feel like this has been me on the ladder in PCGO recently. You can look at it on today's video from Reshizard. Yeah, if that had been any other Pokemon, then I could at least like change away this. I mean, I'm still gonna try, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna try, but it's just not looking very good at this point in time. Okay. Hello, Swimmer929, thanks so much for being here. Alu Frost, hello. Table Talk. Do you think that Frosla's Breloom has any legitimacy? Probably for league ups and league challenges in a very concentrated metagame. Probably not for the open or for worlds. Probably not the open or world. So yeah, there's a code, guys. Whoever is the fastest copy paster in chat. Okay, so we see Dawnwings, we see Energy, we see Peakrum. And Lily for 5, that's fair. Now we see Choo Choo. So regular art Zeraora, secret art Pikarom, full art Choo Choo. This guy is just all over the place and then decides to immediately concede. Such is the power of intimidation of the Dedenne. He is clearly a very intimidating force to be reckoned with, that just by being in the active spot, it immediately gives you a chance that your opponent will just concede. Okay, Maddox, so you just gotta hope it ends up like your Lucario expanded deck hitting 7 Pikaroms at a cup? Yeah, pretty much, because if you run into one Malamar, that's where your run ends. Okay, so I believe we are up against a fire type deck. I believe I played against this guy earlier, and I'm not sure if he's playing a new standard legal deck or old standard, or rather Sun and Moon onwards or Ultra Prism onwards. But this is basically the dream hand. This is basically the dream hand. All I'm missing is a Fairy Energy, and this would be the dream hand. So we'll see. Okay, so my opponent is actually playing Blacephalon. I think he is actually playing a standard legal deck, which is very nice, because then this game will be more legitimate, right? Okay, so I went for a second Porygon just in case my opponent gets a quick custom catch or something. Probably not necessary, and then I'll touch the recycle, because now that once it hits play, it's gonna stay in play forever, unless your opponent is playing Mr. Mime. But I wouldn't even know if Mr. Mime is programmed correctly into this. I would not be surprised if it's not programmed correctly, because Mr. Mime does stop the recycle energies from going back to your hand. I'm sorry if I yawn a lot, guys. Thank you so much for the follow, Okaxia. Sorry if I yawn a lot. My dog, for some reason, decided to start waking me up every day at 5:30 a.m. That's her new thing. And Rungu, thanks so much for the follow. And by waking up, I mean she licks my face until I get up. And there's no way to reasonably avoid her doing it. So I haven't gotten much sleep lately. And Miners, thank you so much, guys, for the new followers. We are very close to 5,000 followers. That's really cool. That is really cool. Okay, so I got the Welder onto the Poipole, got to retreat onto the Blacephalon, will be able to burst GX. But, I mean, we don't know, but this might just be, like, thanks so much, Karas, for the follow as well. We might just be able to slap the Ultra Beast Fairy Charm and then call it a day, honestly. And then just call it a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my other Whimsicott. I am looking to use Toybox-GX here. I am definitely looking to use Toybox-GX. And okay, so I do not find the Fairy Energy. However, I do find this guy, which can get me the Rare Candy, or can get me the Fairy Energy, or can get me the Ultra Beast thing. However, I feel like the Energy is the most reasonable one, because then I can grab the Rare Candy and the thing and the thing and everything. So I'm very surprised I got the Cynthia. That's a very, very welcome change of pace, and it seems like we have a pretty ideal setup here. Like, we might not even lose the active Whimsicott, and we're gonna be very close to running over my opponent. The UB, and then 10. Right now I'm dealing 70 plus 90, so I need one more. I feel like I should get both Recycle Energies because they just keep coming back over and over and over and over. And then I already have a draw supporter. I mean, if I expect the Whimsicott to go down, I should just grab another Fairy, correct? Because then I'll get the Fairy back, I'll lose 2 prizes, but then this Whimsicott with the Ultra Beast Fairy Charm will be able to just run my opponent over. Now, if we do get Reset Stamped, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Malamar seems a bit underwhelming. I agree. No, I don't agree actually. I think Malamar is pretty powerful. It just needs to survive, yeah. But once it stabilizes after those early turns, then it's a pretty powerful deck. Genev, how do you think this deck compares to Whimsicott Welder? I feel like this one, it requires more setup, but it's so much more rewarding towards the late game. Because of the Recycle Energies, yeah. So the extra effort that needs to go into setting up the Porygon-Z is definitely very well made up for by the long-term potential of the deck. Whereas Welder, like with the Welder version, your damage output is just so low, pretty much the whole time, that it's just not worth it in my opinion. Okay, so my opponent chooses to confuse me instead of attacking me, so I definitely don't mind that, right? Okay, I'm gonna attach there. I'm gonna evolve into my crazy code Porygon-Z, not the other one. Definitely not the other one. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure if I retreat into this guy, I don't have to deal with confusion. I get the Recycle Energy back, and then we're gonna go crazy code to get the KO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I want the Recycle Energies anyways, but I probably did the math wrong, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 1 extra energy, and then I'll attach this, and then I'll Cynthia. Not using up the Pokégear because I might want to redraw that. And there we go. Yeah, the toy box gets us the setup into the win. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. You're playing the one of Tapu Fini. In which deck? Not in this one. Spicy Chicken, are you playing ladder? Yes, I am playing ladder. Why no one is playing post rotation? I mean, because I would tell you that probably 90% of the PTCGO players are probably not competitive players. They're more casual-ish. Like, they might not go to tournaments and stuff, so it's not expected, right, for them to even care about the Worlds format. But you do run, like, if your elo is high, then you do tend to run into people playing Worlds format. El Panda, ¿qué crees que pueda ganar el mundial? Picarom, creo que sí. Shedin ya lo dudo muchísimo. Okay, now we're up against Malamar. So if this is post-rotation Malamar, that's gonna be cool because we are in for a treat. And so this is tempting, right? I should have checked better with the Elms, but using up the Cherish Balls, not the worst. Well, I was going to say that I could just Dedenne this hand away, but actually I can't. Because my Dedenne is prized, so never mind. Karis, pleasure to meet you. Hello all the way to Italy. Thanks so much for following me. What's the best way to play Malamar? I feel like Tina Chomp is the strongest, followed by just pure Psychic. Ultra Growth Mud just feels a little underwhelming, and it excels in Mirror, but not in much else. Tablemon is a top 2 Pokemon YouTuber. Thank you so much, Mad Dog. Very kind of you. What do I think the most played deck will be day 1? Probably in between Picarom and Malamar, but probably more Picarom, I would say. And hello, Liz. Thanks so much for being here. Indeed, Maddock. The Omnilog starts. Last game was pretty insanely good. This one, not so much. If Dedenne was in there, then perhaps. Okay, but I mean, my opponent on the other hand gets a Hypnosis start. So, okay, that communication top deck is actually insanely good. Because now I actually get to Rare Candy, right? Into Porygon, thanks to this guy. Now I did stay asleep. But I definitely think my priority is to just set up the Porygon here. Well, actually, I should have Pokégeared first, I guess. I should have Pokégeared first. Well, we are committed. We are indeed committed. I have access to the energy as well, which is good. Okay, then I'm gonna Cherish Ball for the Whimsicott, and now here goes nothing. We really need to get a good card off of this Pokégear. That's a very good card. That is actually a very good card. And that Whimsicott super busted to set up the Porygon-Z. We'll attach, and then we'll Cynthia. Pretty amazing start we're getting here. I will use Crazy Code to attach the Recycle. Yeah, that means it's in play, and therefore it will remain in play basically forever. And yeah. When are we featuring Chandelure? I generally thought about building a Chandelure deck, but I feel like that's not gonna be decent to even try. Thanks so much for the follow, Mind Battle. That's not even going to be decent enough to try until the ladder actually rotates. Yeah, because imagine, like, I keep running into these super strong decks. There we go. I keep running into these super strong decks, and then Chandelure is so underpowered. I wish there was like an alternate ladder, like ranked play and casual play. That would be amazing. So in casual play, I could play decks like Chandelure, and then in ranked, I could play things like Whimsicott, apparently. Okay, so my opponent will be forced to cat today here. Pretty rough start for him, but at least he's getting somewhere. At least he is getting somewhere. Okay, and we do manage to wake up, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and Crazy Code this energy onto here. And then I actually think I'm gonna Elms this turn, because I have everything I need to get the KO. I don't think I want the Mew here. So I'll just grab the other Whimsicott. I will reanimate this Porygon. I already have a backup one in play, so I don't need another one. And then I'll attach, and then I shall retreat, get the energy back, and then... Oh, Catterday is actually just draw 1. I thought it was draw 2. I don't need to Toy Box. With everything I have, as of this moment, I have enough to just get knockouts continually every single turn. So no need to Toy Box here. You saw a guy playing it with Psychic Litwick, Lampent, Treasures, and Dust Stones. Very meme-like, but interesting. Yeah, potentially interesting. Not good enough for Worlds though, or the Open, which is going to be the main focus right now. Okay. So there we go. My opponent very well playing Dedenne. I've seen a lot of people not play Dedenne at all in their Malamar lists, which I do think is a mistake. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, good for Worlds Day 1 if you're really eager to play in the Open, I guess. Okay, so my opponent seems like he's gonna be able to stabilize, although being 2 prizes behind is obviously not ideal. None of my Fairy Charms really help me here. We were trying to get a fossil-based deck to work today, it didn't go well. Yeah, fossils seem very underwhelming for sure. Fossils seem very, very underwhelming. Benches another Jirachi. I assume to retreat into that one. Either right now or after I knock out this Jirachi. Yep, seems to be... Oh, not right now. Okay. I mean, I feel like that's a mistake. If you're gonna commit... If you're gonna go ahead and commit the Jirachi anyways, why not retreat this one? Because there's no way I don't attack. Right? There's absolutely no way. There's no universe in which I don't just outright attack this Jirachi here. And don't take this prize card. So, if that was your plan all along, then... Huh. Okay. I'm gonna attach the Fairy Charm UB in case my opponent... Oh, he is running Ultra Necrozma. I mean, I assume he's not gonna use it against me. Right? I assume he's not gonna use it against me because I am a Fairy type attacker. And I am 1-hit KOing the Ultra Necrozma at any point I want. Okay. Go del Panda. What do you think of the Piplup and Empoleon from Dream League? I honestly have not read the card. I do not know what it even does. I'm sorry. I have no clue what it does. It heals, I think? Like you attach energies and you heal or something? I'm not even sure. Okay, so the Cottonees not being Whimsicott-GX is annoying. This Mew is definitely going to be annoying as well. I'm gonna have to Cynthia here unless I top deck a Pokemon. And thanks so much for the follow, Gaming-ish. It's good, but don't worry about it, Joe. I'm not Joe, though. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and Fairy Charm this guy. And then... Oh, jeez. I'm gonna do this. I definitely can't bring my hand down to Erika's this turn. To Erika. Well, can I actually? If I go this... And then I grab this. Oh, I can actually. So that's much better. And then I can crazy code to the active. Yeah, because if these guys go down, then this guy's the one that wants energies, and I can Erika's for 6. Pretty nice. So I do get to save at least one of my Whimsicotts. I mean Cottonees, which is nice. No need to use crazy code. I'll just go ahead and energy blow. We are 3 prizes ahead versus one of my opponents. Not looking too great for him at this point in time. And Bug, I am going to play Guardian after this deck. Yeah, so don't worry. You arrived just in time to see Guardian. Thoughts on Guardian and Greensword? I mean, they both run on the green engine. They're both pretty decent decks. I just worry about their susceptibility to Reset Stamp. Yeah. Ah, okay. No. Estaba pensando en Piplup con Blastoise, el Tag Team. Ok, pues si te tiene básico suena bien, ¿no? Porque todos estamos on Tag Teams. And yeah, there we go. We get the win. My opponent never really got going. Yeah, so let's try and get another game in here. let's try and get another game with this deck before we move on to the next thing. Okay, I would like to go first. Reset Stamp banned in Japan. Yeah, that was super weird. Oh wow, this hand, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet good. We have 2 turns essentially to top deck a Fairy Energy to really get going. That is not a Fairy Energy. It is a Fairy based supporter. That is not a Fairy Energy. And thanks so much, Ryan, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna see a Great Ball. Did you show this deck list at the start? Yes, it's exactly Omnipoke's list. Yeah, it's exactly Joe's list. Am I getting that Tablemon plush at Worlds? Yeah, where everyone's getting, well, all the Worlds competitors are gonna get that Pikachu that has the Pikachu hat with the Tablemon on the top of his head, which is really cool. And I hope they sell the Tablemon flag as well, the Tablemon country flag. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Okay, this is looking pretty sweet. Do I have knockout? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I actually drew knockout. That is crazy. That is some crazy code. That is some crazy code. I actually drew exactly knockout. What the heck? I don't want to give Viridian Forest to my opponent, so I'll just Energy Blow for the KO. Exact knockout. Revy Two Hands, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, he's playing Great Ball? I didn't notice. He's playing Great Ball, it's fine. Yeah, my dog. Yeah, like, and if they sell the plushie, then many people will be getting the Pikachu with the Tablemon hat. Yeah, Great Ball definitely rotated. Okay. Okay. So we see the Aegislash with taking knockout. During the next turn, if the defending Pokemon is damaged by an attack, it will be knocked out. Oh my gosh. That is actually pretty scary. That is actually pretty scary. Huh. I mean, do I just get the knockout here? Do I just go for a triple, get the knockout, and then see if he can get the knockout himself? I don't even know how this is going to work. But if I do that, I think I'd rather retreat actually. And just give up on this guy for now. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Don't need to do this, all I need is that. And then I will quick draw. I'll save this ability for next turn. Now I have 2 abilities. I basically have 2 free computer searches in my hand. Not free though, because they do cost a bench space and a basic of my main attacker, but that's fine because I essentially have 5 basics and 5 evolutions. Oh my gosh, Diantha is gonna be so annoying to deal with. We found the Whimsicott counter indeed. We actually might have found the Whimsicott counter. What do you think of Garchomp from Unified Minds? The stage 2? that says it all. It's a stage 2, so it's not quite viable. Okay, so my opponent, between both energies, decides to remove the Recycle Energy. So it doesn't seem like he's very familiar with what the energy actually does. Am I selling any of the World Swag, Madog? I'm not sure. Probably. I'll probably end up selling everything. Okay, so my opponent's deck is not very serious at all, so I don't mind using all of this now. So I'll go ahead and crazy code this onto this. And then I'll go ahead and attach here. And then, okay, so let's Pokégear first. We do find a Cynthia. So now the one Whimsicott can find me the triple that I need to guarantee the KO. Right? Just making sure. And then I'll crazy code it over here. And then I'll just Cynthia. And then I will simply Cynthia. Thanks so much for the follow, Decalm. And then I'll retreat. Okay, so now I have 2 extra recycle energies, which is pretty nice. And thank you so much for the follow, Tiogs. We are getting very, very close to 5,000 followers on Twitch. And we've had some really long breaks on Twitch. I'm actually hoping, well, it depends. I still don't know what my plans are for next season. I do know I want to go to some regionals, but I might actually travel to even less than last year because of the best finish limit. So I might finally commit to full-time content creation in terms of daily streams. That might be my challenge for September, to stream every single weekday, right? Every single weekday of September. That might be my goal. How much HP does Mew have? It has 270 HP. Sigilyph with spell tags. It should do pretty well against Porygon and Whimsicott, yeah. Sigilyph is annoying for the deck to deal with for sure. Okay, so my opponent played Gary, well, Blue's tactics, and then used the ticking knockout. Which means all I need to do is switch out into a different Whimsicott, which is perfectly okay. Yeah. You're having fun with Whimsicott, Atlanta Jeff? That's cool. I'm definitely having fun as well because I'm undefeated. That's usually a good, like, if you want to know if Tablemon is having fun, if he's winning, then he's definitely having a ton of fun. I do have fun sometimes when I lose, but that's less common. Okay, so Cynthia. I get a Rare Candy. I do get a triple, so I can't get another KO, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 180. No, that's 150 plus the base damage 110, and I get a recycle back as well, which I actually think I'm gonna keep in my hand. Now let's just attach it. Why not? Why not? Energy Blow. Okay. You'll be at World Spectating. Finally got it right. That's awesome, Madog. I'm glad you're going. Real Games, can you explain the change in BFL and how it affects me? Okay, so basically, there's like 4. Well, ever since internationals were created, or since the quarters thing was created, it's like 4 mini seasons. Yeah, the whole season leads up to Worlds, but in between there are 4 mini Worlds, yeah, or mini seasons that lead up to the internationals. Yeah, each of them with their own best finish limit. Last season you could get a good finish at 2 cups, and Henry, thank you so much for resubscribing. 16 months, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, there's 4 mini seasons, and last season your best 2 cups counted towards the Troll Awards and stipends for each international, right? In that period. However, this time apparently it's going to be your 8 cups, and there's not even 8 cups total in Mexico, and there's like 100 already programmed Unified Minds Cups in Brazil. So it's literally impossible for me to compete with the Brazilians. It is literally impossible for me to keep up and compete with the Brazilians. So why would I even try? You know, it's like, it doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make sense in terms of the time invested. So I'm just not gonna bother. Yeah, if it stays at a best finish limit of 8, then that means I would need to play in like 32 cups total for the whole season in order for me to try and keep up. And it's not only play at them, but also place at them, right? And add to your total, and also league challenges. So it's literally impossible. It's literally impossible. It's a very stupid change. That's like, it's really dumb. It's really dumb that they made that, and it puts way more emphasis on cups for the travel awards, which also makes no sense. Now, like, it's now better value to go to a 2-cup weekend to try and get 100 points than to go to our regionals, because it's so much easier to get to wins than it is to top 8 a regional. So yeah, it's not looking like I'm gonna be traveling at all next season. Like, I'll go to Brazil because I have the travel award. I might go to Atlantic City because it's fun and it's near New York, so I get to see a friend and whatnot. But other than that, I probably won't be traveling next season if it stays like this, and I'll just be happy with day 1. Yeah, I'll play day 1. But anyways, Whimsicott worked out pretty nicely for us. Definitely enjoyed the deck. I can see the deck not working out as well against more serious decks that apply pressure a lot quicker, right? But definitely think the deck has potential. You just need to survive those first few turns, just like Malamar. But then if you do, the reward is definitely very, very high. So yeah, guys, that will be all for Whimsicott. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in literally like 30 seconds to showcase the next deck, which will be Gardevoir Sylveon. Don't go anywhere. I will be right